want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made a rails in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Shine, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
I know that she be dancing. I know that she should take chances. I know that she's in this good. I know that she can get this all night. All night. All night.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium.
Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in the she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posting with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize, I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize, just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Fields. Oh no, right at the start, he loses the football. The Jaguars have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They go play action for Lawrence. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got room to roam. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. He'll look to run. It's Etienne. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have...
That is caught side of the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Pistol snap back to Fields. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now, a deep shot for Allen. So, on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. The coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball.
24.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
Here we go,
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Fields operating out of the pistol. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Hey, don't jump. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation on the plus side of the 50. I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
And he's going to have a Browns first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go. Go. Hey.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Up, let's go.
To throw is Fields. This pass caught by Judy.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Think right. Red on red. Here we go.
On first and 10, Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And the Browns are going to take over just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go, son.
Now, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They put Wilson in motion. Fields from the gun on third down. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson, and that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, go, go, go. Here we go, sir.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Hey, Lion.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down. To throw is Lawrence. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Hey, 11.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Third and long.
On red.
Throwing is Lawrence. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's got it! And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. Now it is first and goal.
Hey, Jupiter.
Lawrence now. Now a loose football. And the defense has it. In the pocket looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Back to throw is Fields. He finds Judy. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields from the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Chubb. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Looks like a design run here with Fields. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10.
Dirty left. Hey, kill. Dirty left. Silver.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Catch made right side by Thomas. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Red, 23. 11. Here we go.
This run straight ahead for ETN. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
Hey, kill. Red on red.
That's quickly out wide for Kirk. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
Hey, kill. Hey, go.
Now Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. It's 2nd down.
Hey, I'm gun.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let one go deep for Kirk.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit.
Hey, lion.
Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Take right open.
2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this 1st half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this.
Easy. All right, let's go.
They go play action for Lawrence. The throw on the run is complete.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Ready? On red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Taking off, he is in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 14-6 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A 1st down throw for Fields. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's taken in by Chubb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
And that is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to be 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
That is going to be called in. He's got it. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Browns. And although it's just the 2nd quarter of this one, they'll chase the points now to try to get things tied up. Now Fields. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Easy, route. Great job. Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the... And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
Sink right.
So that is what you want. No, sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right. And this call will stand.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Take right open. Rip, 23.
Here's Lawrence. No, timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Here's 2nd and 9.
Red on red.
Now here's Lawrence. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. 3rd and 9. Lawrence.
Tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickle. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the sap on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I'm made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbors jump, up a pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strunk, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water. Three with the smiles on the ops gonna pout. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound. On the floor to the cut the bill. That with the pen to the structure. Got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag. Listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke. Tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on the real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this me go riding for it. 53, I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try to look. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen his days squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
Well, this is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. This is taken at the 18. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10.
At their own 26.
Hey, go, 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 go. Check. Silver.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and...
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 63 yards.
And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Big 13 heavy. Silver.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
That's taken on the 25. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Don't jump. Ready?
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Lawrence.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Foster. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here's Lawrence.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Taking on the midfield logo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
And Chubb will try the middle here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Slide. Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah,
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So now the Browns, they're going to line up and go for 2.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
Fields trying to throw for it.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. A short throw to Ingram. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
we have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 47 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Trayvon Walker able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. Sly able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Back to throw. Fields.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
What a drive this has been. Just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence. That is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Etienne, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Devin Duvernay from 4 yards out. And the Jags have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. And I feel like my man, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Play action. It's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
Delivering the comebacker. Wilson's got it.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Now it's Fields.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sly able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A game there of 30 big ones.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Lawrence.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And this is caught. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Sink right, open. Sink right. Red.
A final shot before break. Lawrence forced out to his left.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we will not see a return.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that.